Uncharted from 2022 is the latest video game to film adaptation, being based on Sony's exclusive series of games by the same name. Directed by Ruben Fleischer, it follows the story of a young Nathan Drake, played by Tom Holland, who joins Victor Sullivan, played by Mark Wahlberg, in a hunt for a hidden treasure that Nathan and his long-lost brother talked about many years ago. The treasure happens to also be pursued by Antonio Banderas, who plays the latest member of a family who were tied to the treasure and wants what he deems rightfully his. They're also joined by Chloe Frazer, played by Sophia Ali, who is a bit of a Catwoman type of character, where she plays a bit of both sides, but you kind of know she'll probably end up with the good guys by the end. I played the games back in 2017 and really loved them, so I was excited and pretty nervous to see how they would adapt the games. The main story is completely based on the fourth game in the series, with a few references to the other games, like with the famous cargo plane scene from Uncharted 3, which is included in the movie as well, and a few minor things that are references to the other two games. So it's more of a homage to the games rather than some full adaptation of one specific game, which kind of makes sense. But they do hint at a sequel at the end credits, like you'd kind of expect, where they do tease an adaptation of the first game. So if it does well enough, which it probably will, we'll probably see a sequel at some point in the future. Overall, the film is competently made and works well as just a movie if you haven't played the games. In fact, I actually saw it with some family members, and a few of them never played the games, so it worked out well in the end. And I'm proud of Sony for actually being able to produce a really good adaptation of one of their games out of the blue, like from the start, which doesn't seem like what Nintendo is really doing with the Mario movie with Chris Pratt. And I know it's a little mean to already assume it's gonna bomb, but it's Illumination and it's Chris Pratt as Mario. I don't feel it's gonna work as well, but we'll have to see. They haven't even released a trailer yet. But yeah, I'll also mention that at the beginning of the movie there was the Sony Productions logo, which was like this slightly long Marvel-esque opening credit where it like shows off all of the Sony games that they've made in the past, like the Last of Us, Horizon Zero Dawn, Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, and all that. Yes, which I also want to mention that there are rumors that Ghost of Tsushima movie is in the works, even starring the actor who plays the main character of that game in the game, which would be a really cool idea because he does very much look like him because of the motion capture and all that. So I hope that does happen and it works very well. So nonetheless, the acting is fine for what they have. Obviously, Tom Holland is basically just playing Spider-Man in a way, except he doesn't have superpowers and he's a little more grounded in a sense. Nonetheless, the action's also good, and in terms of a numbering system, I'll give Uncharted a 8 out of 10.